so physically. Don't you think I'm so sexy? I'm just so physically. When you stare at me, I'm just so physically, so clean. Yo, is this a flashback, or is the cover just supposed to be like a flashback through the past? It's Civvy Endeavor, looking like a normal ass nigga, pretty tall. Yeah, Todoroki's mom, Mama Roki, and young Todoroki with the little sailor cap, plaid pants. The hell this nigga got on? His mom's a MILF as expected. That day when the world outside of home was truly felt for the first time, the cherry blossoms were falling beautifully. Wait, so this nigga never left the house before he went to school? So I guess Papa was really about that hero life then. You ain't leaving the house unless you need to. A warm provisional license training course. That's the title of this training. Chapter 166. Yo, you got one of the kids doing a Kamehameha, son. It's going down. The children launched their assault. We'll show you. You're no match for us. Bring it on, you brats. We'll take you on. Yo, the leader of the kids, the leader of the new gen says, in the end, all they can do is resort to trying to keep us down from up on their pedestals. Of course, you'll never make an impression on them that way. He's saying them like he not a kid himself. Responding to force and kind is the pinnacle of ignorance. Nigga with the meatball group. That's who's saying this. I forgot his name. President Mike's like, who are you exactly? It appears that you seem unaware of the particulars facing Shiketsu Academy, so I have arrived to support you in your endeavor to commentate in an equitable fashion. Excuse me? As President Mike has said, an all-out clash will only breed ill will in the hearts of these children. There's a lot of ills in there. But preferences of garlands will offer the children a chance of growth. Tossing aside the opportunity for dialogue will lead them down a dead-end road. Please, this is not the time to be chatting leisurely. Those kids, they really believe their quirks are superior. And they're serious about defeating everyone. Yo, this nigga look like he's a demon. Controlling the little spherical things with the mouths on them, the sharp teeth. One of them said Kappa. What that mean? Anytime I hear Kappa, I'm like, oh hell no. Look like he really on some Doflamingo type stuff with him too, man. He working his fingers and all. Hold up. You know, he just launched one, and that nigga Bakugo barely dodged. He says, how do you like my binging balls? My balls. You weren't able to dodge them, huh? They're fast and strong. Bet you couldn't see it coming at you. Kid just doesn't have any sort of limiter. He'll say all types of things that require a pause. Or another kid hit him with dust. Hit him with dust like a One Piece character. Like how they be having them powers like nigga got wax strong as steel. Hit him with dust and knock these niggas over. Must be some pretty strong dust. Inasa's chewing, he's sneezing. And it's called assault dust, which makes sense. If it got the concussive force to knock these niggas off their feet. Those guys are helpless. All right. Finish them. Tongue tank. Viral Cosmos. This one kid got the little Blastoise cannon coming out of his mouth. But what the hell is he shooting at him though? I'm feeling like he probably got to eat something and then the cannon comes out. So he probably got two quirks in one. Electromagnetic bullet, hula hoop, king slam. Off screen the kids? But it's not necessarily off screen. You just don't see them doing the attacks, but you see the effects of the attacks. Kids these days are the worst. Hey, hey, what's going on here? When I was their age, I wasn't able to demonstrate this kind of power physically, mentally, legally. There's this line of thinking that as the generations pass, quirks will continue mixing together and deepen. They'll get stronger and more complicated to the point where nobody will be able to control them anymore. Those who subscribe to this school of thought call it the quirk singularity. When I look at these kids, I can't help but shudder a little. I'm sorry, I'm so sorry. This is all my. And the teacher, she ain't got no powers. If President Mike about to let it go, he says, hold it right there. Gangorka over there with the students, one of the students, like, Gangorka, don't you think this is bad? And he's like, bad? Is that what you think? In other words, are you suggesting that I'm just sitting here dumbfounded watching these unexpected events unfold? Nah, you don't like that? What? No, sir. No, no, sir. But now it's those guys' turn. Let's take a little look. As rotten as they may be, even this lot of hero hopefuls should be able to handle these type of circumstances. So Gangorka got faith in him. Okay. All right, so Bakugo exploding niggas. This nigga Todoroki freezing the balls. And Nasa using the whirlwind type thing. Do that thing to him. To just attack other people without hesitation. You're all twisted. That's Bakugo saying. Todoroki says, it seems they believe that their prospective hero opponents don't mind what you do to them. And Nasa says, I just want to drop this training course stuff and get along better with these kids. What? These guys aren't afraid of our quirks? Just because they were born a little earlier than we were. Everybody, let's show them. Let's really show them our strength. Yo. The girl who pinched Kami's butt. It's like, I'll go. Queen Bee. Why this nigga Todoroki actually using his charming good looks? Hey now, I've been entranced by your cute face. It would be such a shame for you to spoil it with wrinkles. She changed her whole approach. She's like, okay. Yeah, it's kind of creepy though, when you think about it. It's kind of creepy. Because these are supposed to be like kindergartners, first or second graders. I guess any means necessary. Yo. Oh, okay, that's what it was. It was Kami using her quirk. Sorry, just an illusion. But you wanted to be talked. But you wanted to be talked like that too, right? Talk to like that. I'm assuming it's supposed to be like a two right here. Talk to like that. Two. Right? These days, our school forbids relations with opposite gender. What? She say salty as fuck. The way they got her talking in this translation, bro. They forbid relationship with opposite gender. So if you in Shiketsu, they forbid heterosexual relations, but does that mean they have nothing against homosexual relations? Full name, Itsushimi Kami. I said I was gonna call it Kami. Itsushimi Kami. Did we ever get her last name? Well, I guess not her last name, since it's Japanese and be her first name. But you gotta say family name. Family name. Yeah, Itsushimi is a family name. And her quirk is called Glamour. Which makes sense. For a short period of time, she can create illusions. but abuse is absolutely forbidden. Well, it sounds like an inability. I've been entranced by your cute face. It was so good, Miss Illusion. Oh, Bakugo's laughing. I thought he was actually like into Kami. That's what she said. Really, that funny. All right, that kid who was talking earlier. Let's go. What? What are you doing? Well, don't tell me this nigga scared. I've had to battle adults for so many things. I can play piano better than any adult. Those heroes who get angry every day on TV, the police. Our teacher who is quick to tears compared to me, they're all no good. We'll make a show of them. We'll show them that we're the ones who can truly be entrusted with power. This nigga Anasa really going crazy. He lifting kids off the ground, man. You calm down just a bit. You kids are certainly awesome, but it doesn't just stop with us spinning you around. Inside of this building needs to be more lit. What? I guess that's just the way she talk, man. She young and dumb. It's just the way it goes. Todoroki says, "Here we go." Like he getting ready for a fire blast. His right side is the fire side, right? If I'm not mistaken. Okay, I guess that's the ice side. So I guess I was mistaken. Yo, he just made a slide for him. Okay, so that's what that was about. Okay, I see. Wow. Okay, that's dope. It's like a winter wonderland. That's why Nasa tossed them all into the air. The teacher's like, wow. President Mike, uh, nigga with the meatballs. All Might and Endeavor. They all observing what's going on. And Todoroki just using fire. I don't know why, but did. And this one kid with the mouth balls, he like, whoa, whoa, whoa. He's sliding down. Like, wow, look, he's having a good time now. They can do stuff like that? What? What? That's so cool. No way, no way. Because I can't make complicated forms on my own. I use your guy's stuff as a skeleton for it. It's all because of your splendid quirks. No fear. How come only Tamashiro kun them get to go? Okay, line up. We want them to make we want to make them think we're cool or awesome. Now this is something I wanted to bring up to Dustin. If I was in that stream, I want to say Todoroki's never made any sort of, as he puts it, he says complicated form, but I don't think I would have said complicated form because it, those words never came to mind. But that's basically what I was trying to say, just not in those words. I think I would have said he never manipulated his ice to make a particular shape. It's always a wild blast. And it just comes out however it comes out. It's either he makes a thin sheet or it's like a big ass glacier like he did at the sports festival. But either way, it's nowhere near comparable to what we've seen Aokiji do. Really, we don't understand how the comparison can be made. I don't understand. He made a good point when he brought up being able to make all that ice during the race portion of the sports festival without harming anyone. That was a good point. That shows control. But at the same time, you could also chalk that up to him not being able to make that volume of ice. But I can't remember how big it was in comparison to what he did in the tournament though. So I could be totally wrong with that. But back to the chapter, man. I can't let that sidetrack me like that. All right, so he's having internal thoughts. Bakugo, we want them to think we're cool or awesome. But on the other hand, if you just lose to an opponent who is looking down on you, all it does is leave you feeling shitty. If those kids stay like that, they'll just end up like I was during the exam, becoming a pain in the ass to everyone. Mhm. Something like broadening their outlook a little bit is something that we should at least be able to do. Perfect parry. So their plan was designed to deepen their interactions without breaking their spirits. This way of doing things is nice, isn't it? It makes you feel all warm and fuzzy inside. Hey, you go participate. This nigga Bakugo making the leader go over there and have some fun. The other kid, go play with your friends. What are you doing? Could you let go of me? You're too low class. You're their leader, aren't you? If all you ever do is look down on people, you won't you won't be able to recognize your own weaknesses. Yo, look at that development, son. Remember the advice your senpai is giving you. Yo, Baldy, Todoroki. Okay, well, this is cool. Yeah, letting the kids have a good time, man. You don't gotta break the spirits. You gotta lift them up, man. You gotta uplift them. What he said just now. What is this? Why? It wasn't just appearances. Those words came from the heart. So of course they'll make an impression. Is he crying? Oh man. Yeah, they really touched the hearts of these children, man. Everyone, next time, let's all work together to make an even more awesome one. Let's make a blast wave roller coaster. Okay. Todoroki says, is that even possible? All those unruly children. What on earth? President Mike says, from here on out, it's your turn. Please guide them well. Yes. The teacher's like, yes. Yes, President Mike-kun. For what reason we're equipped with our powers? Endeavor. The answer to that must be quite simple. Mission accomplished. And that's the end of the chapter, baby. The answer's right in front of you, man. So you can pass on the torch. You can pass on the torch. Yeah, this last panel is like, it's very symbolic to this little interaction between All Might and Endeavor. It's like Todoroki holding a little fire, and he's like holding it up to the girl. And that's like, this is why we got the power, baby, so we can pass it on to the young ones and teach them how to use it. You got to guide them. You got to grab them by the mind and make sure that they ain't blind. Yeah, that sounds fine. Yeah, it's all to it, baby. It's all to it. Oh man. Yeah, that was a dope chapter, man. I appreciate these children. Yeah. Uh, yo, Smudgy Titan. Bakugo has bomb ass character development. That's true, man. That's true. The nigga just morphing. Niggas morphing in front of our eyes, dude. It's a really cool thing to see. And the singularity of quirks is very interesting to think about. Yeah, man, that's a dope concept. They just do it. It's like that, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what singularity means, but I'm assuming it got something to do with the developing something over time. Also, fuck all them niggas saying Todoroki can't beat Aokiji. I don't understand how anyone can say Todoroki can beat Aokiji. Aokiji destroys Todoroki, of course. What would happen to a Logia if they're put in the middle of their devil fruit weakness? Would they still be intangible? In the middle of their weakness? Well, for someone like Crocodile, no, because of the fact that his weakness is actually water, even though it don't make sense. I mean, I know all devil fruit users' weakness is water, but you know what I'm saying when I was explaining that water makes him tangible. It doesn't work like that for other Logias, but it just happens that the overall weakness for devil fruit users is also his specific weakness. That's his specific counter. So yeah, if you put him in the middle of a bunch of water, no, he won't be tangible because that's how it goes for devil fruit users. Period. Um, but if you put a nail in the middle of a bunch of rubber, I guess like encase him in a rubber ball, I think he could become intangible. I mean, well, maybe not because with the rubber touching every part of his body, can he maintain intangibility since rubber makes him solid? I don't know. And I guess if you put Ace in a ball of magma, he would die. Um, and I guess the same goes for Monet. If you put her in a ball of ice, she would die. Since Oda gives a direct comparison with the snow fruit being the weaker version of the ice fruit, as he did with the magma version being stronger than the fire fruit. Like it's a direct comparison. So yeah. And Cammy fine with her mouth open. I can't be saying that, man. She like 15. Just don't feel right. And she's a cartoon, so yeah. I think Luffy can become intangible by turning his body into natural rubber. I mean, his body is natural rubber. He just can't, he just can't create more of it. That's why the intangibility thing don't work for him. Well, not even just that. I guess it's really like he just don't have the ability to morph his body in certain ways. Like he can't separate his torso and let something pass through him. I think that would kill him. But a guy like Katakuri can. But yeah, I don't think that's a way for Luffy to become intangible. I don't think there is a way. What else needs to be said? Well, yeah, the chapter was dope. The interaction between the children and the young heroes, especially with the kids showing off their quirks. I feel like it's definitely been set up for a time skip. A couple weeks ago, I was thinking that it would come a lot sooner, but now I'm thinking maybe not. Because I was talking to somebody and they convinced me that it wouldn't make much sense for it to happen so soon, and I agreed with them, but I can't remember what they told me. But I just know I agreed. I don't remember who I talked to, so that kind of sucks. I hate when I do this. But yeah, but I think a time skip is definitely in order. Oh, I think this is what it was because the kids they're not old enough for their time skip to fit with the group of kids that we actually follow in the story, Deku and his classmates. Like these kids that we seeing in these chapters, they're like in kindergarten, or first grade, second grade. So we can't get a time skip where they go to high school and then have our kids, Deku and them, they'll already be fully grown, which could work. But you get the sense that we're gonna see them go through school. Like we're not just gonna go 1 year of school and then jump to them being fully grown adults. Yeah, oh. Yeah, man, dope chapter though. I really like this one, especially the little symbolism at the end. I think this was a 9. I know a lot of people just didn't like the concept of this arc. They didn't like the idea of them trying to work with the kids, but I enjoyed it because of what it represents and what it could mean for the future. And it offers a opportunity for dope development for Bakugo, Todoroki, and Anasa and Kami too, because we really didn't know anything about Kami from what we seen before, because it wasn't even her, except for the things that they told us about Kami. Like her classmates saying this isn't like you, or you usually like this. But I can remember if they ever even said anything specific like that. I feel like they did though, but I can't remember 100%. Damn, man. Oh, oh. Nothing else to talk about. I get this chapter 9, man. I thoroughly enjoyed this one. A lot of enjoyment, a lot of progression, progression. Like I said, development for the characters, and it didn't feel forced. None of it felt forced, because it's like show them how cool you are, and they're children, so it made perfect sense to me. I'm gonna go ahead and end it. Run out of things to say. Like I'm blanks in my mind, brain farts. I see y'all boys later. Appreciate y'all for coming through in the chat. Uh, Todoroki can't fool without Kiichi. If you read both series, you would know that. Shout out to my nigga Dustin. Yeah. Damn. What else? What else needs to be said? I said, I love all my niggas, man. Love all my niggas. Wait, hold on. It's coming in the chat. I think next chapter we'll finish Endeavor and All Might talking about the symbol of peace. Yeah, I think so too. I think so too. I agree because it seemed like it's coming to a nice little conclusion with what's going on with the kids and everything. So hopefully they wrap that up next chapter. And it seems like a little dope interaction there, and I think all the fans was wanting to see. Got our money's worth, if you ask me. But yeah, back to the outro. Shout out to all my niggas, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I love all my niggas. Yeah, I want to see all them niggas prosper. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my Lord and Savior. Man, see y'all boys later, man.